Are we back? I hope we're back. It looks like we're back. Man, that is very unusual. Actually gonna keep me paranoid. Oh well, keep me on my toes, keep me on my toes. Anyway, again, got distracted by baby catfish. So sorry if I kept you waiting. We're finally at the end of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. It has been, oh man, since November, I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's since November we've been playing this game. But we're finally at the end! So, last time we redid Makoto's trial. Yes, I am still alive. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be paranoid about that this entire time. Anyway, let's just hop right into it. And make sure we turn on the sound, too. You know, it would help if my own sound is up. I would have lied as soon as I said your name. Oh, man. Well, that's it. That's it for the stream. It's just cheating! Yeah. The baby catfish are cute. I don't know if... because there's only one egg left of the clutch I was following on Twitter. I don't know if they've all hatched. Or if they've been eaten. Ooh, you got news? Tell me. I guess on the first one this time.
Makoto.
You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Also, the stream might be one where I have to take a lot of breaks. Because my eye has been messing me up. You'll be moving out? Is that good news? Because I'm assuming that's good news. Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya! Very good news! Well then, I'm excited for you! Are you moving in the same area? Or are you moving like way out? Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived, one after another. But they was... same area, so you'll be close to family? But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. Well, that's good. It means just... folks are just down the road. Visit them whenever you want. Though... for what I've gathered of your family, you are pretty close. By the way, can you hear the fan? I turned it up to 3, so I'm hoping it's not messing with the mic. It's been really humid where I am. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was a deafening silence of fear and suspicion. And it was like... a little bit? That's not bad. Okay. As long as it's not interfering with my voice or the game, I think we're good. The first class trial.
You called for me and so I appeared.
Oh, I'm late! Oh, strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze. Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
You're not too excited about telling your mother. You haven't told your mother yet? Oh, man. Oh, no. I would absolutely dread that. Because I know my mother would be like, no, you're not going anywhere. With my scissor sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shift the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. And if it's what master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? They've been in Mexico this entire week. Have you been like going behind their backs to sort this out? Not that I blame you, but... No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. I don't know, it feels kind of sneaky, but I don't know if it's a cheeky sneaky or a bad sneaky, or if it's a good sneaky. Only your dad knows, and I'm assuming he's supporting you? Because, I mean, you're an adult. So, and I'm assuming you can take care of yourself, so you'll be alright. Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing a gloomy goose faces, I see.
Well now.
Well, like he wants me out already. Isn't that all dad stuff? It's like, right, you're an adult, time to leave. I ain't paying for shit. Okay, well then, let's begin. This final class trials is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair by maximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know?
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. It also means you'll be streaming soon. Yes! I'll try and catch you if I can. Because I know time zones are a thing. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
you guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will be
family.
over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yes, the photos! Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right, I'm ready.
so
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Did you end up getting that laptop fixed? I started making my way toward the opening. I don't know why, whenever I talk to chat, I feel like my voice goes up like 3 octaves. Step after step toward that gaping maw. I had resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. It's hard to believe there's only 6 of us now. This whole elevator was full when we started. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Is it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's a long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. Well then, let's begin! Yes, we will save. Oh, now I checked on ice then. Alrighty. I don't think we have any more skills to equip. Because we haven't really had any time to... Yeah. Alright. Let's just finish preparations and head right into it.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
Okay.
So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win.
And we all die.
And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Didn't the last time Yasuhiro was serious nearly end up in disaster?
Is the mastermind only one person?
You know what? Not a bad question.
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
Alright. Group photo. Places check Headmaster's e-handbook. Group photo?
You've all been working together, haven't you?
Because the one I have shows everyone but me.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
Aha.
Coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
No, it's wrong.
Starting off nice and easy. Love it.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Ooh.
With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
I figured as much. I figured as much. In which case,
Hero, you have the picture too, right? Let's see it.
let me guess. It's gonna be everyone except Hero,
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
and Byaku's gonna be the same. Except he isn't. Oh, look at Jill in the background. You miss my voice? Aw, thank you. I miss talking to you.
So the secret in
Yeah,
these
I haven't been
pictures
very
has been
active on
revealed.
Discord because I've been busy with assessments for uni and just uni work in general. And then I don't have the energy to talk to anyone during the weekend. So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
I'm gonna take you for your word that it's okay. I do feel really guilty though. Because it's like, oh, I wonder what Tunic's up to. But then it's like, but do I have the energy to engage in a conversation? No.
The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
You a murderous robotic bear? The proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. That person is the ones who got the photos.
In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
In other words,
What?
Monokuma gave each of us a group.
How the hell did a
in which
giant
that
fish get
person
in the
wasn't
pool?
included.
And when we each saw our picture, I just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But, you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's it digging at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Byakuya's picture. Hold on, I'm going to turn off the overlay so I can see it better. Still confused how that fish got in there. Yes, let's talk all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Wait, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus the one taking the photo. That is 16. Okay. So we're not missing any people. Hina's picture? Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, everyone's still there. Hero's picture. And mine. Oh! Oh, Juko's face is covered in each and every single one of them! There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something... Yeah, Juko's face is covered in each of them. In... I think it was... Byakuya's? The pool one, she's getting splashed. And then... both the group photo in the classroom with Sayaka eating the donuts and the PE class photo, Junko was turned around. And then in this one, her face is covered by Taka's arms. For you, as long as I'm happy. Oh. Yeah, you are going to give me a cavity if you continue.
Can you just forget
I am
about the photo already?
really flattered, thank you. I hope you are doing well though. Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Try to trick me with such an obvious fake photo. I'm so pissed about that. Oh, he's actually talking. What?
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. But
We also don't remember doing the verbal confirmation of we will stay in the school for the rest of our lives. And yet that very obviously did happen.
is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Amnesia! What a fun thing that is! The question is, can I spell it? Where's the A? A. Amnesia, yes!
Now I understand. Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Theoretically, yes.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. Another way? Oh, the interview DVD! Yeah. I remember that now. I literally said it before.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
No, you do not.
No, it's wrong. Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Ew, no.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lied! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
How else do you explain how you got in here?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
And we all said yes.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me, I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
To be completely fair, I'd probably react the exact same way. Because it is really strange. Like, do you ever watch your, or have you ever watched your, like those videos your parents took when you were young? And then you watch them back as an adult, it's like, there is no way that is me. It is a freaky feeling. Even freakier when you're actually closer to the age that you are now and you don't remember an incident happening.
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, I really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
Thanks, Monokuma, for clearing that up.
Making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
How?
Hypnosis?
Come, that hardly matters right now.
I mean, theoretically it might be possible.
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me?
Oh.
Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains?
Both?
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive. I mean, our original motive was our family and friends outside of the school. The original
You
motive.
mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
Yeah, because it was also a video. It showed our family and them being ruined, and then it was a question of what happened to them.
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So, until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. I have no clue.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
Okay, that's true.
Is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course. They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Was it somewhere and I had to...
What does...
No, it is the Monokuma control room.
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here.
Yeah, maybe you have to shoot
The
that.
mastermind is probably a million miles away.
Oh, no, it can't be because of the Monokuma control room. Yeah.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So
Yep.
there can't be any
Checks
doubt.
out.
The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
But it also can't be one of us because we're all in this room together and you have to be in the room with the Monokuma panels to control Monokuma.
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me. I'm not the mastermind.
Yeah, too stupid to be one.
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Maybe it was a set protocol so they couldn't suspect. Possibly. Because I mean, when we went into the data center, it was only Hina and I. So... And they said they were hiding under the hatch in that room. I did try and check it, but wouldn't let me. So, possibly.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Actually, Mastermind Makoto is gotta be one of my favorite AUs.
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
33 minutes.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different.
I think it was Kyoko who said that was made postpartum. Ah, yes, Mukuro gave birth and then got hit in the back of the head. No. Post-mortem. So after she died.
Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wounds.
All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days.
Which really puts his entire game into perspective.
If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
No, because in her profile it says she never ever sustained a wound.
You're wrong.
She denied me. Before I could even say it.
Okay, I'm gonna skip.
Nope.
Nope.
Weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Her profile! Where is it? Recruiting Casalva's profile, there we go. Yeah, first up.
This is the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds.
No! No! Fuck!
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me this time, Wimsey. You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Agreed. Those wounds didn't come from the battlefield. Yes, I know! I was just stupid and missed!
Obviously, she got all those wounds.
Now hits, thank you!
No, it's wrong. No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. It's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
No, it's not.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Okay, but what caused those wounds now? Mukuro's fatal injury.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
For several days. And if she got those before coming to the school, then yeah, we've only really been in this situation for a few days. Actually, I'm curious. I should probably go back and look at all my streams, see how many days have actually passed.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
Good question. The identity of the one who attacked me, I can't think of anyone else. It must have been the mastermind.
The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm Just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
No.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro's the one that attacked me, even if I didn't see their face. Because their hands were ungloved and they didn't have a Fenrir tattoo. Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo. Comparing that to the masked attacker, it should be obvious. Monokuma File 5. I think that's all we need. I'm pretty sure it mentions her,
You never saw their
her
face,
tattoo.
right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
No. No?
You never saw it, so you can't have.
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand?
Yes?
Or the left hand?
Oh no, must be the left. Wait, which way?
You never saw their face, right?
So you can't have. I'm telling you now.
You're wrong.
No!
Another part
They
of
were
the
holding it up!
Oh? And what is this?
So it must
other
have been
part?
the right hand.
Or the left hand?
Well, I'll try the left anyway.
The right
No.
part.
Okay, maybe I have to copy the right hand and then go back
You
and
never saw them, so you can't
destroy
have. I'm telling you now,
Mukuro
it was
Kusaba.
Mukuro
You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? Is it the right hand?
Or the left hand?
Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left? Or could it be?
The hand.
Okay, yeah, I think I have now
You never
the
saw
right
it,
one.
So you can't have. I'm telling you.
You now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yes!
No, it's wrong. Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you, but what about Kyoko? Uh-oh, no snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
Nah, I trust Kyoko.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything, Kyoko was removing her gloves. Man, they look
Your
burned.
hands.
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burnt
Awful,
skin.
isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to favor the words. Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. The new mangrove swamps in Minecraft crazy? Oh man, I haven't played Minecraft in years. Because all the mods, they stress me out. So I end up always playing on creative. And then there's not enough of a challenge, so I end up just getting bored. I might have to download it again just to check out these new swamps. And she put her gloves back on. Actually, are there any new mobs?
My scars should suffice as proof.
The last update I saw was bees. There were skulks, I think they're called. Yeah, the deep cave ones. And then that's it.
Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Several?
Then this much has been made clear.
Any really cool ones?
There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry. Did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Eh?
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet.
Oh, but you will be.
Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Okay.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
Huh. 'Cause everyone since coming here have had certain killers. Psycho was killed by Leon by Monokuma, and then Junko by Monokuma, Chihiro by Mondo by Monokuma, and then Taka was killed by Hifumi was killed by Celeste by Monokuma, and then we found... No. And then it was Sakura. Sakura committed suicide. Yeah, Sakura committed suicide, and then then we found Mukuro, because nothing was happening.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored. The biolab.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Definitely cold enough.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. Something made its way from the biolab to the garden. Oh, the top.
I got it!
Yeah, that's obvious.
What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, It says biolab.
Yep.
Holy cow!
Pretty obvious.
How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. And let's be real, it's circumstantial enough to be considered evidence.
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
He's nervous and a child.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
By the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
Lights? The lights? There were only 9 lights. And there's 6 of us here.
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Monokuma! Stop trying to rattle me!
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah. I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. It is the lights! Oh shit, how do I do this again?
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's
No!
impossible!
I am very nervous!
Are you sure about this?
Okay, we're cool.
I'm not listening!
Okay, there we go, there we go! We can do it!
Should prove
Yes! It's trying to freak you out to get you off the path. Yeah!
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
Oh man, that was way more stressful than it should have been.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
And there were only 9 lights.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Yep.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
It means there is a body missing. There are 6 of us here. And if one of us really is the mastermind, then there should be 10 bodies. But there isn't. There's only 9, at least in the biolab. 9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on is 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Oh, Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth. Then Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was 8th. Sakura was 9th. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
The pink-haired girl? What pink-haired girl? You mean Junko? She's blonde, but yeah. And the dark-haired girl, you mean Sayaka? Yeah. She tried to frame us for murder. Unless you mean Celeste, the gothic Lolita.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her.
Actually, most people in this game are aesthetically attractive.
And yet, her body was left alone.
Yeah, the gothic. That's Celeste.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders. The explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? Only... Oh. Damn it, all these are good! The same person was killed twice? But once you're killed, you die. Only 9 murders took place. I don't think the mastermind destroyed a body. There weren't actually 10 murders, but 9, that's why there are 9 bodies. There have been indeed 10 murders.
Shoot!
So, is it the same person who was killed twice?
I got it!
Ah.
What about it? The same person was killed twice.
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far.
Officially.
But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. Still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Can we have a bit of explanation, please?
Sounds like you're already convinced. And can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious.
Bodily injuries. So she had a bunch of wounds?
Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Yeah, she had a bunch of wounds all over her. Sayaka only had
Who is this
one.
someone else that Mukuro
Leon
was
was
killed as?
battered
Was
to
it
death.
Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata?
No.
Hiro Fujisaki? Mando Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada?
The other person it could have been is
Whatever.
Junko.
Sakura Ogami?
Because there are way too many wounds on her body
There's no way
for her to
anyone
be
was murdered twice.
anyone else. Yeah, because everyone else died with
Someone else that Mukuro was
one,
killed
like, physical wound or
Sayaka
less,
Maizono?
I believe.
Junko Enoshima?
At least nothing that was like a stabbing motion. Because Leon got battered, which would make very similar wounds. It would account for how many,
Who is
but
this
not like the
someone
stabbing.
else Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
Maybe I have to.
Leon Kuwachi, Hira, Mando, Kiyotaki, Fumi, Celestial, or maybe...
No. There's no way anyone was murdered.
Ah! Got it!
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
And the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up.
Yeah.
That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
Not gonna lie, you like the pink hair? Okay, I'm just gonna leave you with that.
so let me see if I have this straight.
She's rather pretty though.
Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long.
Because I'm assuming when you say pink hair, you're talking about, Junko. Why was she crazy? You'll see. You'll see.
Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person?
Yes, but Mukuro looked very different.
Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Oh yeah.
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
No. Because if she was... No one would survive those wounds.
look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
That doesn't make sense because of the Fenrir tattoo.
Total silence? Then I must be right.
Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But... hold on, give me a moment, gotta stretch. Jeez. I have like terrible posture. Oh, ow. I really gotta fix that. But I say, cracking your back is so satisfying. We recently brought a it's a type of chiropractic tool that helps you crack your back and your neck, and it has been glorious. Every time I use it, it's like, oh, instant relief. Can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive. Mukuro's fatal injury?
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
Hello, Undying Dreamer. Welcome.
Looked like Junko's body was her. So
What have you been
the
up to?
mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
No, it can't be. You've seen videos of people using stuff like that, and the voices, haha, and the noises are hilarious.
Shoot.
Well, it works.
The body we found.
Total concentration.
It wasn't Mukuro.
No, it had to be Mukuro. But the tattoo!
Shoot.
Oh! One Dying Dreamer, you're just in time to see me fail. No, it's not over!
I refuse.
We can do this! So what have you been up to, Undyne? Can I call you Undyne, or...? I gotta think.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
It is Mukuro because of
Then she's still
the
alive?
tattoo.
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her.
Oh, Undyne, you followed me! Thank you!
Yes, Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Oh, I really don't know. I really don't know. I wonder why my alert didn't go for the, Yeah, the alert box is on. Oh well. Is that really possible? Yes!
The body we found in the garden wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive? That's right.
So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
No, I don't.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
I don't think it's that.
Shoot.
Oh.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
I'm going to try this.
No.
Oh, that was it! Sweet!
No. The body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
Yep.
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if If Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone's made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Only one person! Junko and Oshima.
Here's my answer.
So short?
Junko is still alive. It's the only
I have
possibility.
no idea about her height. It's in feet here. I work in centimeters, so...
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
We did see Junko bleed out in front of us.
But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. You're 5'9", which is the average height for males. Again, that means jack shit to me. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I did check, absolutely. And I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
Because I'm pretty sure 175 centimeters is the average height for males where I am?
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud.
Because I'm pretty sure 5 foot is like 160 centimeters? I think it's 160 centimeters. If it is, then 5'9" is way taller than I am. I am shocked.
Too bad.
The bear needs to be kicked. Yeah.
This case hasn't been decided just yet. Oh? You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Not yet! Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
Good question. How could Junko have survived? I checked her. She was dead. I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely? Maybe she used some sort of trick. Oh! Mukuro dressed up as Junko. Oh, are you kidding me? What the hell is this even meant to be? Replicate? Oh, replaced.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Oh-ho.
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
Making us feel like we're Sherlock Holmes trying to figure the shit out.
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
Yep.
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
I mean, we're missing our memories, right?
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind
And,
of ninja replacement
like, we don't
technique?
even remember talking to the headmaster. So what if they switched before we met up in the entrance hall? That makes sense. Because prior to that point, we had never met Junko. So I had no idea what she actually looked like. I only saw her in magazines and stuff.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched. They switched at the beginning.
The two of them may have switched places from the
Look at us figuring shit out.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched,
Oh, that flashing
then
light's
they
gonna
wouldn't have
mess
had
me
to
up.
switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met
Was actually Mukuro.
was actually Mukuro all along?
Yep.
We'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Aoi? You meant Aoi? You know, Aoi, they both work.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Does that actually work?
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body.
Ah, right.
They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation,
Because, I mean, the foundation could have also been washed off when we splashed water on her body. Just a thought.
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
Oh, yes!
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Aha!
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
And there you have it, Tunic. Junko, the pink-haired girl, is the ultimate despair.
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
And why haven't you been saying anything?
Still pretty cute. It's fine, as long as they're cute. They can be crazy all they want.
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but can he try to deceive us? He can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter. Because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity. And not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. Was it the bomb? La bomb? Oh no. Okay, what is it then? No, not places to check. Oh, the group photo! Hold on, what matters now is presenting the right evidence. It has to do with what Monokuma tried to keep me from seeing during the investigation. Okay. So what did Monokuma try to prevent me from seeing? Places to check. Headmaster's biolab. Oh no, I don't actually know! Monokuma control room? No. I was thinking of the hatch. But that's not it. When... Oh, wait! No. We never got to see the DVD interview.
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
We never got to see Junko's part. It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsie! Looks like it broke! Out of service! What? It just so happened to break right now? Now then, when? It doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. Well, that's what failure is, after right?
You made sure I couldn't finish.
I
watching
can't
the
read!
video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
No, it wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. I have to reveal that. Oh, again? Okay, fingers are on tab. Oh. Yes, I don't have to worry about bullets.
What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible!
So I can't look at chat. I have no idea if anyone's speaking.
What do you want?
Okay, final strike.
That's impossible!
The group photo. There we go. We got it.
Prove it?
Yes. Yeah, we did it.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Uh-oh...
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures is that Junko's face is covered. The unusual circumstance is Junko's face.
Junko's face.
Good luck snapping his neck.
The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible.
This ain't McDonald's. Welcome, Pixel.
So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet.
We are just about... Hold on, I dropped my fidget toy. Of course I did. Because when do I not drop my fidgets? Seahorse Makoto! Well, for once, Makoto isn't as broken as a seahorse. We're literally just about to uncover the mastermind. Anyway, how's your day been? What are you up to? Or your morning, I guess, since it's, what, 6 a.m. where you are?
The girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko, which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Ah, thank you, Makoto. You're laying in bed 3:35 in the morning. Do I want to ask why you're up so early? I hope you're sleeping okay despite your horrible sleep schedule, apparently. I'm pretty good.
I believe everything Makoto said is true.
I'm on the lookout for baby catfish, let's put it that way.
Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
You haven't Pixel, please go to bed then. I don't want you getting sick.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she died. And the real Junko...
Yeah, you really need sleep.
...is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
You're fine? Yeah, sure. I'll believe you. You know what? I'm gonna chalk it up to insomnia because I've had nights like that as well. Where it's really just... It has not been fun.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
Ooh-hoo! Ooh-hoo! Closing statements! So... But at that point, they were already switched. They get killed. The mastermind brings the body out. And then you're in fact not a bear, you're a meerkat. I have no idea how to respond to that. Act 4. Try to kill me. Got the knife. Try to kill me. About to kill me. But Kyoko saved me. No. That's meant to go there. And then he runs away. And then in the garden, slaps it on the corpse. And then we find the body. And then goes kablooey. Kablooey? Kablooey!
The killer is...
Why that reminder is there, I have no clue, but please ignore it. I swear I turned that
We
off.
met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko.
Kablooey!
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp that carried her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who proven to be one big thorn in her side.
It's all lining up. Now here comes the hard part.
I think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
I'm not even going to attempt to.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me.
Okay, I did get those on the right order.
Got
Cool.
a good look at the mask. She left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Then we find it. Kablooey! Boom boom!
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence.
Whenever I say boom boom, I'm always reminded of Explosivo from Total Drama.
She needed to hide the body's true identity.
God, it's been ages since I watched that show.
She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we met in the beginning.
Boom boom!
This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
Junko and Oshima.
Junko and Oshima. That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
Come on!
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
Give her time! Give her time! She's gotta walk all the way down here from the battle lab.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
You two really do not like the bear. Junko and Oshima, ultimate despair. Oh, how am I gonna do her voice?
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Yes! Junko!
Swear your fealty to us. We will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
Yeah.
Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
No, thank you.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Oh man, Pixel, you have no clue! No clue.
Face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to this school. No, before arriving at school. God damn it. She's the ultimate fashionista.
Before I ever came to this school, I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far. Huh.
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Yeah, Chihuahuas, I definitely don't think they're cute. Not like Pomeranian cute, but they're way too vicious. My great-grandmother used to have a Chihuahua. Hated its guts. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are only photoshopped. Photoshopped? You think huskies and greyhounds are cuter? Yeah. See? I'd happily look at a dog from far away, but petting one? No, thank you. Like huskies, I know I can pet huskies. Those are like super soft. But last time I pet one, I ended up having an asthma attack. Too much flu for me to handle. Yeah, you know, edited hell and back with like computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
You're too scared to pet them cats, so that's a different story. Amen! Well, Tunic, the bear you hate so much is the girl you like.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins!
Ooh.
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair!
Oh man! I love Junko's like quick changes.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Because I don't know. Your parents are divorced?
if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Thank you.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
Oof.
Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment.
Her pet donkey died? Yeah.
So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
Ooh. Man, she is not holding back. Better one, little Jinko's crying with her sister because their pet escaped, and that leads to Makoto, their pet seahorse. Yeah! You know what I like.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
Why such revealing clothes? Because she's hot? She's supposed to be hot?
Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
I can't deny, I do like the physical designs in this game.
Can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I do like Junko's sprites the most though, simply because there are so many.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
And they're so different. I mean, look at this.
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
But, huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
So, you figured it out?
You knew about most of this. You used to have a friend addicted to these games. Yeah, same for me. It was actually a friend who got me into them. But I believe it was in Danganronpa 2 with the extra game. It actually shows that Mukuro was originally supposed to be trapped underground, which gives a whole new meaning to it wasn't supposed to be like this.
Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. No, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of
Yeah,
it?
she is crazy.
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super.
While she's doing this,
super,
I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Super, 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 super despair.
Lasted long enough.
It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Understatement of the century.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
I hate to say it, but people full of despair are most dangerous. They have no reason to change their emotions or care, and they have nothing to lose at all, yet a lot to gain. Nothing to care about or anything to trip herself up. Hence why she is the mastermind.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level.
Literally nothing to live for.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic.
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
Oh, hell no.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries.
Right after the break, because my eye is killing me. Literally. Right, so I'm gonna take a very quick break. And I will see you guys very soon. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I didn't mean to take so long. Thought I'd just shove something in my face very quickly. Anyway, let's get back into it. Damn straight, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna solve all these mysteries.
Then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
It's up to us.
Pictures were taken, and those interviews. It must mean I got it. It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No fair!
Not
At least
quite.
give us a hint.
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Not completely, no. Thinking back to what Monokuma told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The motives.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
Yep.
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question.
I got like a
Did you notice that
chicken
each
brisket.
motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
chicken brisket stuck in my throat. Blech.
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Family? Family? The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So it's not family. So for first murder, motive, international, human connections.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results.
Her voice changes are fun. Yes. It's the same reason why I like Genocide Jill a lot whenever she comes out. What did you miss? I don't know. When did you leave? We only just came back from a break, so.
It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
Right now we're talking about motives. What was the theme of each motive and how do they relate to one another?
You're the one that did it.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay, time for the next question. So what was the theme for the second motive?
For the second murder, the motive's theme was... That's where we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Mine mentioned how I used to wet the bed. She revealed herself when you left. Okay, so... You missed out on, actually really not that much. So, what happened after she revealed herself? So, she was talking about how she couldn't... Mukuro was originally supposed to be the one behind the scenes, but she was a terrible actor. Did she want to punch the bad guys, but you wouldn't be able to fling her head? Well, that's your problem, not mine. Because now we are trying to figure out... basically the rest of the mysteries of the school, since we figured out who the mastermind was. So the theme at that time was... the past?
I got it! was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out our memories. That's what I was trying to say before. I just couldn't think of the words.
So,
which memories have we lost?
Dragging this out.
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Theme for the third murder was the reason Celeste. It was money. So that time the murder was greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
You actually really like her? Surprising considering you hated Monokuma.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain.
She is a really good villain though.
Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the
I
point of
know,
this?
right?
Why are you making us go through this case by case?
It's different now, she's a female. Ugh. Alright then. Yeah, I'm really not sure how to feel about that. Because, yeah, at least they're honest. Because if Monokuma was female and then turned out to be male, I think I would think the exact same thing. You're kidding? That didn't seem like you were kidding. I understand where you're coming from though.
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secrets. It was betrayal.
I got it. In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see...
You believe in gender equality, so, hey, I do too. Hence why it's like, right now Junko's a girl, so I kinda understand why people simping after her. I mean, she's a character, so it's not gonna affect her. If Junko was a male, you bet your ass I would probably be simping after them.
Once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
That lady comes near me and they're yelling at me, pull my freaking thumper. Yeah. Would you grab a baseball bat? Or just use your shoe?
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Because I imagine you wouldn't want her near her, you just throw it.
Relationships, secrets, money, betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most
Your
normal
fist?
of normal. Totally middle of the road.
Good luck with that then, I guess.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
It's not into psychopath, but it makes me question myself. Fair.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Yep.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope.
Personally, I prefer monster girls like Albedo from the anime Overlord. Never watched it. I think I did try to. I can't remember if it was that one or another one where it's basically a harem isekai. I can't handle those.
Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
That's glad to know you're a monster fucker.
Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
Excuse you? In what way? That you're a monster fucker? Or that I haven't seen Overlord?
What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
You're a monster freaker. Says the one who's into monster girls. You just appreciate them. Yeah, sure.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact
Don't worry,
that
we
that's
don't
what
kink
you
shame
want
too
proves
much
that
here.
gave you hope.
It's only the super weird ones like feet. Like, why feet of all things?
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape
Your
the
silence
school,
proves my point.
the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
I hate feet too, don't worry.
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
Like, why is wiki feet even a thing?
What? Why the
That is
hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
Degenerate? Yeah, no, don't hate. I hate feet, hate thighs, hate all of it. No, thank you.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
But above all, personality. Are you... So I'm guessing you look at personality first, and then everything else? Because if so, then you're a goddamn liar.
Really? Then hurry up and tell us. Okie dokie.
Because it's like, I'll look at someone, and then I'll be like, okay, they look cute, I want to get to know them a bit better. For me, it's the friendship way. Probably not for you. And then I speak to them, and if their personality shit's like, yep, all that attraction's gone. Bye. You know, like, just never spoke to a woman face to face. Sad.
I'd like for you to see the outside world.
But it's only sad if it is not a choice. If it is a choice, it is not sad, and I will stand by that to my dying day. Oh, you're the same as me? The outside world. The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
I'm sure when you say the same as me, it's not a choice. I'm literally terrified of them. Okay. Because when you say the same as me, I'm assuming you mean by, oh, I'm aesthetically attracted to them first, and then I get to know them, and then that decides whether I want to pursue them or not. Thick thighs save lives. That is sort of true. I mean, I'm more of a chest girl myself, so... Because I can sleep on someone's chest, and very comfortably, mind you. Not that I ever want it. Glory, what a hell of a way to die.
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair.
the last few days being like horny time.
Now then.
Because a stream I was in yesterday, it was like, oh, holy hell, why are all these gang characters so thick? Thick with like 3 C's.
Behold, the world beyond the school wall.
And I like to say it was just a good 10 minutes of just being a pervert.
This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Oh, that's a lot of Monokumas. Oh, that's a lot of Monokumas. To be honest, Junko has skinny legs and arms, though her chest area is decent. Those are some pillows. Okay, I would hunk her for the sole purpose of feeling those pillows. I'm just saying, okay? Although probably immediately afterward, I would push her away and run.
Dangerous. The world is grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
Monokuma Apocalypse!
What am I looking at?
The Monokuma Apocalypse.
This is a scene from a movie or something.
No, it's the Apocalypse. I slept on a girl's thick thighs once, that was the best nap ever. So if I had to say if I prefer a girl use me as a pillow than me use their chest as a pillow, I think. Yeah! But as far as I can tell, you're both men. I am a woman. I have woman privilege. Because I will never, ever let any man sleep on my thighs or my chest, but let it be another woman? Maybe? A 16-year-old. From the way you talk, it seems that way.
What
I know
you
you're not, though.
saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
No, you cannot sleep on my lap. My lap is reserved for cats.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember. Ain't a fucking excuse no more. Because now it's time for the final class trial.
At least you asked, yes. At least you asked and respected my decision.
Come on,
Thank
bitches.
you.
Remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever.
Oh, Genocide Jack's memory!
Crazy, confusing video you showed us?
They don't share memory with Toko. And if Toko doesn't remember, then maybe Genocide Jack
What's the meaning of
does.
the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering? Nobody remembers.
Boom!
anything.
Jack remembers! Imagine if this totally backfires on me.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other token, Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
Yep.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Also, what confuses me? The Monokuma Apocalypse, there were There's people with Monokuma masks, girls and guys, so what is their gender? Their gender is Monokuma! How dare you! You'll one day feel the thigh nap again.
No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Well, if you want to be, like, really creepy and really degenerate, there is a lap pillow online available. It's from Japan. I don't know if they still sell it, but it's possible. It existed at one point. Why you'd get it, I don't know, because that is really creepy. Body pillows are fine. Body pillows are body pillows. There's nothing inherently strange about that. But a pillow specifically to be a woman's thighs, that is weird and creepy.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on.
I love it just such a... It's like the mouse pad. Yeah, the mouse pad is creepy and cringy. Yeah, no. Cause I can't even handle the guy one. It's like, no, just don't.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Bazunga mouse pad. Yes, that's the mouse pad we're talking about.
Familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do.
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
Honestly, you'd buy one? Well, that's up to you. I'm going to judge you for it, though. But ultimately, it is your choice.
More important, if you really do remember...
I'm turning off that goddamn timer. It's been pissing me off. I don't care. Just take me into my dashboard. Thank you. Where is it? Timers. Turn that off. Thank you. No, turn it off. Thank you. Just for fun? If it's like a gag gift for someone, yeah, that'd be fun. But if you buy for yourself, I'm still gonna judge you.
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
A tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Imagine buying one for a friend. Yes!
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Imagine buying one for someone who has no idea what they are in front of a bunch of people that do. Man, that would be so mean, but in the moment it'd be so funny just to see their reaction.
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
What? Oh god, so I just realized Jill reminds me of Toga from My Hero. Yes? No? I can see it, let's put it that way. Call me degenerate, Tunic, you are degenerate.
Why
Stop
is
it.
that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
what is.
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago.
You don't want to stop. Oh man. Well then, don't blame me if you lose all your friends.
It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat.
I think I'd rather Genocide Jill over Junko, I think. Same. I do like Genocide Jill much better than Junko, but Junko is still a pretty interesting character. Trust me, my friends tolerate my degenerate side. I can't deny it is nice when you have friends who just... they go along with your shit.
The way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics.
Give me a moment to stretch. Ugh. I hope the stream isn't catching how like loud my back is cracking. Oh, I need that wedge again. Yeah, I'm gonna need that wedge again. Always better than Genocide Jill. Genocide Jill's better than Junko Enoshima. That's your opinion? Fair. I don't really have anyone who's above anyone else.
Play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Yeah, everyone for me is kind of on the same level. They're just tiny little fluctuations. Like, I know I like Genocide Jill and Junko. Above, say, Aoi. But ask me to put them in any order, no clue.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
But how can the world just end? It's the world!
Damn, now I'm thinking of Thigh Pillow, something's wrong with me. You're fine! You're fine.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oof, that's too relatable.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you.
Come on, tell us. Drop it.
It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
I don't know. You guys tell me. Did the Tagami family fall? Did they fall or did they fall?
Correct. Well done, peasant.
There's no need to panic. The world is burning down, you goddamn bear fucker. Yep.
But I didn't say anything yet.
Everything's a mess. Might as well burn down with it.
I just got so fucking bored waiting.
And panic.
Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I
Damn,
mean.
that fourth wall break.
People might be sick.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
Man, I am jealous of Junko's voice actress. Because my god, doing all these voices but as Junko? That is some talent.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got busted a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? That don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago,
But you remember, Makoto, you are missing your memories.
then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
You don't actually know how much time has passed between losing your memories and now.
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
Nope.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Don't need to repopulate. Not my problem.
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
But I mean, that might have been the original reason they were stuck in the school. Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
Yep, the tragedy happened last year, and we've already attended it 1 year at Hope's Peak.
What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. Where's she getting all these hats and accessories from? They just spawn. Or perhaps she just has a chest by her feet where she just grabs them and slaps them on. The memories that were stolen from us. What Junko says is true. If we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. So the memories she took from us are our life at Hope's Peak.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true.
Or from her chest. Impossible. Women's clothes don't have pockets. She can't hide them in there. And they don't hold much anyway. I mean, my phone still falls through.
Then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Yes, it is.
Nope. Nope. No. Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
I like just the spawning idea though. They just pop on her head.
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
You've lost 2 years worth of memories? That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time, is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible!
Oh, but it is. I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. 2 years of their life gone, poof. The personality supporter could hold everything. Perhaps. Yeah, it's... To learn you've lost a bunch of your memories is... It must be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Because I have amnesia resulting from trauma. So I don't remember like 2/3 of my life. And it sort of, it distances myself from what happened, basically. And that was hard enough for me to deal with. Imagine not actually knowing anything. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Or her hair. Her hair's a good choice. Locker pocketbook.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
It's either locket pocketbook, locket notebook, or group photo again.
Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class.
Oh, fuck!
Surreal.
I missed!
If 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Everyone's so
Okay, let's get through this. We know where we have to shoot.
I could never leave.
We've been living here? Hell no! I mean, I've never even gone to a single class.
Boom! That is a lie!
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
You say that, but...
What's that? Is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt!
Ah!
But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
Oh, yes way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
Nope.
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
Oh, yeah.
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
New
It's
choice.
just so desperately dark. The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here. Shit, man, I've never been to a funeral. Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
No, school isn't fun.
Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down.
Like, the only good thing about school is seeing your friends every day.
You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored.
Oh! You didn't have any friends in school? Yikes. Not even one?
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
Not even one, no. Oof. Yep. I know that feeling. Yeah, when I moved up to where I currently am, it was like... I knew absolutely no one here. And then everyone's starting a new grade, so... Yeah, you're bullied and alone. Oh, man. I hope things have gotten better for you.
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Yeah, college is way better.
What? Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
I also just ignored everyone. Basically same here. I mean, I have my little group of friends, which was still pretty close to today. But other than that, it's like, I don't remember half of their names. Where our memories come apart. She's talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories. I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time. And that was when I fainted.
The moment I lost my memory, I can't think of any time other than that day.
Oh man, that feels like ages
First
ago.
came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk.
Yep.
I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years have gone by.
Ew.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You
Yep.
got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof, gone. Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
You know, this actually explains why we didn't have to reintroduce ourselves to Genocide Jack. If she remembered all of us, there's no reason to introduce ourselves again. Despite the fact that
That's what those photos
Jack
are real, isn't it?
and Toko don't actually share memories.
Yep, that's what they revealed. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other.
Your favorite form of drink was the glasses one? The teacher one?
And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
Doubtful, but okay.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair. all mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Okay.
Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity.
Are you gonna, like, tell us what that was, or?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
Yeah, but what's the event?
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
Hmm? What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history. And the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
I'm not sure about you guys, but my head's kind of... I'm not getting it, but at the same time I'm getting it.
Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
So, it started... So for what I'm getting from this, it started with Junko and... Mukuro, and then the despair is contagious, so she must have infected others with it, and then it just sort of spread and spread and spread and spread until it took over the world. Kind of like a cult.
Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
You think it was rebelling to the government? I wouldn't be surprised if that was part of it.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story.
It's 5 in the morning, your mind's jelly right now. Do you have college or nah?
Hope's Peak had taken so much damage.
Like today, I mean, or your day.
You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
You don't? Okay. This means you should be able to get some sleep after this. It's 11:54 p.m. for me. Man, it is late for you guys. Oh, for Pixel, because it's like 2:54 for me. Sorry, I dropped yet another fidget toy, as I do.
And then, something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It was transformed into a shelter. I said it twice.
Now, it's not early yet, it's late for you, Tunic. It's gonna be early when it hits 12. Because then it's early the next day!
Now,
God, that was
someone
awful.
was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
The headmaster? The headmaster!
Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Oh, what sweet bit of irony.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
And then we began killing each other.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair.
Pretty smart plan.
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
Lame. You still go out with her?
Under the headmaster's
Yeah, I wouldn't.
direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
Once I got to know her, I would. Well, I'm sorry to say, but this is what you get.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
There really isn't anything deeper.
Let us live, so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school deathmatch. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
I ain't going out with a stranger. I'd have to hang out with her a bit before dating. Yeah, I can see that. This mine's like an open book. Yeah. See, I don't get the whole dating scene. I'm just... No thank you, not for me. What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was... the cameras? Oh, hijack! Come on! J. There it is! Boom.
Now I understand.
At least seems like an open book. No, she is an open book.
Talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Or at least her personality.
To
She
show
is.
the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Yep.
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Makoto!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Weirdly, Apocalypse was caused by a single girl. Technically, it was caused by 2 girls, but I get what you mean.
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
God, she really is a psychopath.
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
The ultimate depressed ego. Truth, full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Thank you, Jill.
Get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
I do like the Queen personality the best, though.
Begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
True.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
It's not y'all's fault. You tricked my hot, depressed ego.
Are you saying you won't accept the truth?
Oh,
So you can
man.
go outside and see for yourself?
I mean, you're not wrong. Not how I would put it, but yes, that is true. Technically.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh?
Go, Makoto!
Killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
I need a kiss right? No, thank you.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Keep the romance and sexual tension out of Danganronpa, thank you.
Oh,
isn't just some game to us. It's murder, plain and simple. You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault.
Yes! Go, Makoto!
You may have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh?
No thank you.
But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the
come on!
Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
Ugh. What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
With the knowledge? No!
Saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Here's an idea. Why don't we punish her, kill her, and then just stay in here? It's a third option. I'm just saying.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down!
Ugh.
Makoto, you're up!
What?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them.
Yeah, it is really messed up.
If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished?
No. But I do need to put more drops in, so we will very quickly take a break. I'll put in more drops. I'll have to shove something in my face again. See you soon. Okay, and we are back.
Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
So I might die. Just like Jack looks pleased with herself.
Guys?
Yeah, told you it wouldn't be long.
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right?
I actually forgot Kyoko was a part of this whole thing.
That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
Oh, no. Dropped another fidget, and Dino's rolling away from me.
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair.
It's not a Lilith stream if Dino's not rolling away and I'm dropping fidgets.
We're not gonna lose to you.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
Why not just tie her up and put her in a room? That would be logical.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Come on, let's do this! No clue.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Was I meant to do that? Oh, I was! Yes!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
No, let's do this!
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Yeah, go hero!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never
Hope!
give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Come on! We need to instill hope into Hina now!
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
Not give up hope!
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Yeah.
I think that's definitely what...
Ollie!
Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided to have...
By the way,
The air outside, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
Yeah! Go, Ollie!
the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Don't lose hope now.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it. I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. But no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope,
Hope.
we'll never give up.
Yeah, we have to do this every single time.
The only reason is thanks to the AEST. Say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all been living. I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Come on, you're not the end of the Togami line. You are alive, no? Be like Sasuke Uchiha. Rebuild your clan!
What's the matter?
Even though he failed at that.
You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
I am your friend, you have no choice.
Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Tsundere?
Don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
Which was a stupid decision on his part.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up.
The theme song!
We'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
Danganronpa.
By the way,
God, I love this!
it's totally polluted, you know.
The only
We're still gonna skip through it though, because I do not have the patience.
The communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Come on!
Don't lose hope now.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely.
Come on! Say it!
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
Say it, Kyoko!
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up.
Come on!
And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate...
Yeah!
What do you think?
Makoto Naegi, the ultimate hope! I've been waiting for that!
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope, bitch!
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not any kind of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but I still... The moment of truth!
You suck! What do you want? So uncool! You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you? You're missing You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. What do you want?
God.
So uncool. You're terrible. Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
Right now, yes, I would like to die.
Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless.
Okay.
Despair into tomorrow. Hope.
No! I will not!
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair.
Yes!
Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on?
Hope.
What's happening?
Hope is as infectious as despair. B. 1B. 1C. Oh, an A! I was not expecting an A for that last one. And look at all my medals, which have no use now.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing. With our own hands.
Yes! Despair loses.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
Yep. I lost? Me? No. No way.
Well, that's just...
It can't be! You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
Yeah, she's gonna die, Tunic. There, I guess. But there's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to the school 2 years ago, created an incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end?
True despair.
It's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste the highest grade despair. The utter failure of my dreams.
true despair.
Oh, I'm so happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this? Anyway, so are you prepared to meet defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing!
Totally the best.
Outside is only despair, inside is only despair! No matter where you go, despair awaits you! That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we decide to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Mikado totally seduced us over to his side. Thank you for your contribution. Everyone.
Hey,
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
however,
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko!
No.
Stop it! Stop! I hate those faces you're making. To see those awful looks cause me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine. Let me just say one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, Maybe you'll find some hope, but there's a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope. Of course, because we... Shut up! Shut up! That was a rhetorical question! You interrupted my monologue! I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right? Do you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to...
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all! All I want now is to taste that despair of death that you only get once in life, so...
Don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful! Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th, I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth.
No, I'm not stopping her.
Okay, let's do this.
Enjoy it for what it is.
I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh man. Come on, let's punish her! I mean, look at how happy she is. Oh, that's the classroom you first woke up in. Oh. The ultimate punishment. Let's go. Ugh. Nice. Imagine she doesn't die. I'll talk about that later. Man. Yes! And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy, it was all over. Done! Finally! No more class trials, no more murders. Got the Monica in my hair tie. Yes, we will save. Oh, you can hear that? Yes. My parents are working outside. Why, is it very loud? Because if it is loud, I can probably ask them to stop for a few more minutes. For another half hour. But it's also starting to get late where we are, so... Yeah. Stepfather's right outside the window with the leaf blower. It's okay? Okay. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye Despair High School. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end...
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence. Makoto, would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us. But, is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words...
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that would be our way out of here. But you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
It's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe!
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about! If something ever happened to Masa, I'd take my scissors and jam them so far up! Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We were just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Masa can get married? Then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby?
That's enough.
Please, stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far. Anyway, don't worry. I've no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But...
It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But, you know, in the end I think part of me still thinks maybe when we get out of there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words...
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it. That by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward, no matter what trouble you may fall into.
Am I wrong?
I know, this is sort of going a little too long. It's like hope, hope, hope. It's like, we get it, we've passed the hope stage. We're now to get out. Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Tagami dynasty. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
You got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there. And when are you going to do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. Get it now! If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world. That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure's life story is about to begin. Thanks, Hina, you've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we get out of here and do something, I have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us, and we're so small. What can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything!
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed. But if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
They said we're friends! You have no choice.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
Feels kind of rude to talk during this, to be honest.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Good for Hero, I guess. It looks like hope really is spreading, as long as I never give up. I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward, with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open, with my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Okay. Whew! Man! What a journey that has been! Oh! Thank God it's done! It's done! Man! Oh, I love Danganronpa! So... I'm not gonna dwell too much on the fact that we just finished, but I do want to address what you said before, Tunic, about imagining if Junko was alive. Have you ever seen the second one? Are you serious? They don't show what the world actually looks like? No! They don't show it! At least not in this game. If you want to see what it actually looks like, go look up Danganronpa The Spare Girls. You might be able to find someone streaming. Actually, hold on a minute. Give me a moment. I actually figured out how to do raids! Let's see who is on. You've never played this game. Oh man. Well, let's see. Oh, there's someone on if you want me to rate them. I do have to write down the name though, because I cannot figure out. I don't know this person. I have no idea what they're like, but they're playing Despair Girls. So, I will show you them. Until then, I will probably see you later. I am going to play, because now that I've done Danganronpa, I'm going to focus on, I'm gonna focus on Pokemon Violet. Alright, I will see you soon. See you later!